Previously on X-Men. Okay, so it should be Rem, then a spider, then...
A spider dressed as Rem.
And then Ari. Okay, cool.
Yeah, why does it always have to be spiders?
Grab it by two legs and try and fling it across the room to the other side.
Oh,
excellent.
Sick.
It doesn't want that to happen to it, so it's going to try and...
Guys, don't get hit by that.
The smell of leather and bones is wafting in from the western tunnel. As you guys approach the cavern, you are greeted for a moment by these bioluminescent sparkles coming from the cavern.
Pretty.
And they just for a moment shine off of the tan specularity of a skeleton who is clothed in the garb of the Lorbarians. The Lorbarians are a group of interested parties in finding out the reason the world is the way it is and collecting whatever information they can, and they will send out Lorbarians to adventure the world and learn what they can learn. All Lorbarians carry upon them a scroll of their adventures and what they have learned.
Do we have a name for this Lorbarian?
Do you search their body?
Yeah.
I'm going to search his body.
You both reach in at the same time and you touch hands.
That's crazy. That's
Fuck
crazy.
off.
So
Back
sorry.
off. They're mine.
Okay.
Izzy, you reach in, asserting your dominance, and you pull out a scroll, very thick scroll. And at the top of the scroll is in the ruins of the Lorbarians, which is common enough for folks to read because it really is the only written language nowadays. It says, belongings of Taulor the Swift.
I think it might be pronounced Taylor this way.
No, I think they might have mended clothes. There's some kind
That's
of...
really ignorant of you, Izzy.
Maybe shit. Sorry, everybody.
Izzy apology video coming
Okay.
soon.
Maybe shit. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Yep.
The script details their adventures across the lands and how they unfortunately met an untimely end here in the cavern due to illness and lack of food and something about monsters. Boots seem to be removed from their feet, though. They've fallen off.
I grab the boots. I grab the boots. Oh,
The boots are these Chuck Taylor-esque high tops with golden wings on the side, and you hear a rattling inside the boot.
Okay. I pick up the boots and I look inside the shoe.
It's probably the foot.
It's this like plastic box, like a little cassette tape. What does
right,
the cassette tape say, Gene?
I think it says Taylor Swift. Sorry.
Say it right.
Tylor.
There you go.
There are many pronunciations in this world. Pronunciations in this world.
The
See?
cassette says Taylor the Swift, and under it it says, "Look what you made me do."
Oh.
What?
Qbomb has discovered a new song. And the song is live right now on all your favorite streaming services.
Get out of
Including the
here.
long-deceased Spotify. This episode sponsored by
Specifically,
by
Deezer.
Deezer Nuts.
Qbomb's cover
And for
of
some reason,
Taylor
Shudder, the horror app.
It's on
Check
Shudder.
out.
It's on Shudder.
Yeah.
Check out Qbomb's Look What You Made Me Do on all streaming services right now. All right, so what the hell are these boots good for?
These boots in meta have an ability called "Look What You." Wow. Are you ready for it?
Look what you made him do.
Oh.
And the boots, when worn by a user once per initiative, or per combat, I should say, you can double your move speed.
Holy
So
shit.
if you had 20, you can actually move 40.
That sounds sick. The boots are mine.
As you put on the boots, Rem, you notice this skittering sound from behind you.
Not skeeters.
You look up, and those twinkling little lights are suddenly being blotted out by one leg, two leg, three leg.
Too many legs.
Red leg,
It
blue
just
leg?
keeps going
Stop
until
it
it's
for.
red leg, blue
Stop it
leg,
for.
green leg.
Stop it for.
It's 8 legs.
No.
No, not
boy,
8.
no.
It's
not
the
just
worst
8
number.
legs.
I can't do
It's
it.
16 legs.
16.
Oh.
Descending from the ceiling are a group of giant warp spiders.
Nope.
Yeah.
What will Qbomb do? Chapter
jeez.
end. Previously on X-Men, you guys find yourself in a cave. You've just acquired the distortion-tuned boots of Taylor the Swift, and unfortunately, you have also fallen right into the trap of 4 warp spiders.
Ew.
Now, as these spiders are crawling down from the ceiling into what you're now noticing is these glittering lights. They are more like they are glittering bits of web that have like these little specks in them. It's like a lure. It was a trap.
They used my love of crystals against me.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about these spiders, these are massive arachnids, and they are marked by glowing neon yellow and purple veins of energy cackling along their body just towards their abdomen. Now, the abdomen on a spider is that big part at the back, right? We all know this, right? As spider anatomists here, bug enthusiasts. Actually, a spider's not a bug. Someone will get upset at me.
Bats aren't bugs.
Bats aren't bugs! A centrifuge has replaced the abdomen, and it seems to have this warping purple and green spiral in the middle of the centrifuge. You've seen this type of distortion before. This is teleportatium. This is a magic that you have seen people use. And again, I use the word magic, but we are at such a point of destruction that often the world of what seems magical and what seems feasible in our current timeline is pretty normal for the planes of distortion. These abominations of flesh and metal have lured you right into their trap, and I'm going to need you to roll our first initiative.
No!
Alright, so I'm rolling 3d6.
And I think you're just taking the totals in this instance. Let me double check that on initiative.
I got a 5 and a 6.
Hold your numbers in your head for me,
Okay.
please. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't have my dice with me.
Yeah, why does it always have to be spiders?
Why couldn't it be like candy bars with teleporters on?
Okay, so it should be Rem, then a spider, then
A spider dressed as Rem.
and then Ari. Okay, cool. I figured it out. I'm smart. Editor, just get us to this point. I'm sorry. The spiders descend upon you, and you ready yourselves for combat. Rem, you are first in the initiative order.
I would like to
Can we
fuck
get
up a
that?
spider. I'm gonna ready a weapon and get in there.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
A 5 and a 1.
You got a 5 in there. You were successful. Who are you hitting?
Let's get that guy down south.
All right, move yourself into position, and yeah, you do a point of damage. Tell me how you do it.
So I've got my big stupid base. I just right overhead slash down at it, aiming for like the center before the abdomen.
Gotcha. You're trying to separate it almost.
Thorax.
Yeah, right.
I feel
right
like
in
it's
the middle.
thorax, but I feel like we're gonna get some nerds telling us otherwise.
Bring it on.
Tell us about it
These
in the
aren't real
comments.
spiders.
That's
They
where
have
the Bible
teleporting
goes.
engines
You're
on them.
defending the spiders. Enough said.
Yeah. Whose side are you on?
Your heavy base swings down with malice and precision, hitting the. We're gonna say the thorax. We're leaning in on thorax. We're doubling down on thorax. All in on thorax. It unfortunately doesn't cleave it in two, but it severely damages it. The spider kind of warps and glitches almost like out of reality for a second, and it teleports it around a little bit.
Nothing worse than
peculiar.
spiders. Only
That's where the
robot
warp comes
spiders.
from.
All right, next up, the spider is going to roll a attack. Actually, it's going to roll a special attack against Ari. It's going to use warp.
Thank God I'm not
Alright.
him.
I don't like
Unsuccessful. You hear the whirring of the like teleport abdomen spinning up, and then suddenly all these electric bolts start to like cling like a Tesla coil to the outside of the cave. It fires a beam from its pincers at you. You are quick enough to avoid it, and fortunately it ricochets it harmlessly behind you, but you knew if you got hit by that, it would have been kind of bad.
Guys, don't get hit by that.
I don't like these spiders.
Next up, Sam, I think.
Do I feel like I can reach this one that's on the wall to the left here? To the
You can
west?
probably get it. Each one of these squares is 5 feet, so you could get in there.
Okay, so I'll close the distance, and I'm going to grab it by 2 legs and try and fling it across the room to the other side.
Oh,
Excellent.
Sick.
It doesn't want that to happen to it, so it's going to try and... Why don't we roll a test against each other? Whoever gets the higher success wins.
I'm going to use strong advantage with brute force.
Great. So I think you get 3d6 then. You got
3,
nothing
4,
across
3.
the board.
Okay. Dang.
I got a 5 and a 1. So
That's one slippery spider.
you push your party out of your way. You are making your way down, and you try and grab the front 2 arms of this thing, but they are surprisingly like not gooey, but just you would think there'd be more traction than there was. It's a strange mixture of flesh and metal, and your hand was not prepared for that traction experience as it wriggles out of your grip.
Wet food in the sink.
Wet food in the sink. It is now Izzy's turn.
I am going to take out my Scream Saber. I think it'll just be a single. Yeah, he's a spider. I'm out. They're gonna be a
should be.
single hand scream saber, so I'm just gonna do a light scream. So it's gonna be like a.
So soothing.
I get it going. It's like a beam saber. Does activating it take an action?
We'll say activating it doesn't, but changing its state does.
How close am I to the spider that's at the north?
5 feet from it. So you're within hitting range.
Okay, then yeah, let me swipe at it.
Movement's free within 20 feet. So
Okay, great.
You're all within.
So I'm gonna attempt to swipe at this spider that's to the north.
Your scream saber lobs off the front 2 mandibles of the spider, and it lets out this scream of pain. And once again, this Tesla coil on the back kind of sputters as it kind of withdraws from you in pain. This purple blood now leaking on the ground.
I like that.
That's pretty sick.
Okay, I still have 1 action, and I am going to try stabbing down into this spider, the same spider.
Let me check if you can do 2 attacks on 1 turn,
Oh,
because an
okay.
attack might be different.
I stab the spider, or do I?
Find
You
out
have 2
next
actions.
time.